Good evening, you guys. I'll let y'all start getting the notification. Hey, ZK. Hey, girl. I was supposed to be at work tonight, but I'm not. Hey, your choice towing. It's so crazy. And here's the thing I bet probably around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, they're going to start taking everybody to jail. I'm going to drink some coffee so I can stay up. Hey, A Savage. Too pretty, Miss Kitty. Y'all know what I'm eating? I'm eating some yellow rice. So how was you all's holiday? Did y'all barbecue? Did y'all cook? My mama cooked. She did baked turkey wings and gravy. And that homemade brown gravy. Oh my God. She grilled some she did beef ribs, sausages, and potato salad. Hey Cecilia. Ooh, wasn't it hot? Y'all, it was so hot. I thought, girl, it was 100 degrees today. It was 100 degrees. Yeah, I'm sorry to be eating in y'all ear. Y'all, I've been finding more innovative ways to to make me like sweet stuff. Y'all know about a lot of watermelons. I go to the market and they're really sweet, but I had a sweet tooth when I got home, and so I was like, I'm not buying nothing sweet because I have to watch my sugar intake. I had some apples. So YouTube, I was looking at YouTube one day, and this lady like took the inside out of the apple, put cinnamon, vanilla, um yeah, it was cinnamon, vanilla, and I got this sugar-free apple butter syrup I get from like out of Marshall's. I did that. I baked that apple. I put the cinnamon, the butter, and the vanilla and let it bake. And then when it was done baking, I took that sugar-free apple butter syrup and put it on there. Oh my God, it was so freaking good. It was warm here. It's 87. It was it was like 90, I think 98. And then it stormed for about 30 minutes. And it needed to. Shit, it was too hot. Right before I got on here, I was talking to one of my friends that work at the jail. She said, "Baby, it already started." So at around I'll say 2 or 3 o'clock. My phone will start ringing. Can you go get little Rufus? Anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about city officials are trying to get the Memphis police chief to resign. And what does justice for Youngdolph look like? Okay, now everybody, I think everybody have their own opinions as it relates to the Youngdolph case. That's why I was like, y'all, I know y'all hear me talking all the time. I want to know, I want us to collaborate and kind of talk about, because hey, I don't mind people having a difference of opinion. I'm not like that. I just don't like for people to come in here to try to steer a narrative when I know what, So, um, but as far as people having their own opinion, I definitely don't mind, right? But what does justice for Youngdolph look like? In the meantime, I was looking at city officials are complaining about CJ Davis's assistant chief is living in Atlanta. They say he's still voting in Atlanta. And according to policies, you can only live 2 hours outside of Memphis if you're going to work in Memphis. When I was working over there, you had to live in Shelby County. Hey, Hood P. Happy holidays to you too, love, and I hope you enjoyed your family and all of that. I hope you ate well and stuff. And so, anyways, you used to have to live within Shelby County, even if you didn't live within the city of Memphis. But Memphis sits in Shelby County. You had to live in the county. So, in order to start getting officers, to get more people like around the Tennessee area that might live in Mumford and might live in places like Covington, or maybe going up towards Nashville or something like that, Jackson and all of that. They what they did was they changed it, right? So CJ Davis's assistant police chief, lives in Atlanta. Now, she brought him in from Atlanta, and I'm sure she brought him in because, from my understanding, now this is just from my understanding, the chiefs that are up there has been kind of cutting her in the back, right? So, of course, any administration, I don't know if it's true, that's just what I heard. Any administration is going to always bring in people and put them closest to them. They'll keep some of the old administration, but they're going to put people right up under them that they can trust. Of course, when it's over, I'm sure that man, just like CJ Davis, is going to move right back to Atlanta. I'm sure his family is in Atlanta. That's where he's from. So they're complaining about he's still voting in Atlanta. He's basically living in Atlanta, and Atlanta is 5 hours outside of Memphis. Okay, stuff like that really just pisses me off because it's so much other stuff going on, and the city council is using, not all of them, because I have friends on the city council. Okay, so I'm not talking about everybody, but I think some of the people that is on the city council is using this opportunity. When I say opportunity, would it be an election season? This is their opportunity to shine, to be on the news, because a lot of them are ambitious. That's to get the people in an uproar, and all of that, and it takes the focus off of what they should be doing. They've been doing CJ Davis, assistant chief that she brought in from Atlanta, lives in Atlanta. Okay, so what he's going to have to do is, that's an easy fix. They can't tell him to sell his house in Atlanta, because you can have a house, you can have 2-3 houses if you can afford it. Okay, so I guess what he's going to have to do is the time that he is in Memphis, okay, because it's obvious that the mayor wants her. They says who say he doesn't have a residence here and a home in Atlanta. That's what they were saying on the news. I'm getting ready to show it. So they're fussing about that, and this is the politicians in Memphis have bigger fish to fry. Now they want to pick at C.J. Davis, and I think it has a lot to do with them wanting to pick at Paul Young. Okay, I think that's what it is, and it keeps them in the camera as it relates to the media, for them to get media attention, to make the people in Memphis think that they're really trying to do something when they ain't doing nothing. They're not even doing what they're supposed to be doing in their seat. So it kind of takes the focus off of what should be happening. Meanwhile, crime is out of control. So what the city council needs to be worried about is, and people need to be holding the city council to the feet to the fire. What are they doing with the funds that come into Memphis? How are they allocating it in their district? What are they doing in their damn district? Okay, are they holding their town hall meetings? Are they meeting with the people, letting them know about the money that is coming in? Are they putting any money in that comes in into their districts? Are they talking about how they can help to collaborate and reduce crime? Hell no. Okay, what they want to do is, they know as Black people we're very emotional. So if I call them sneaky Stevens. Okay, so what they want to do is keep you in a emotional uproar all the time, when that's just a small problem. They can't make him sell his house. So what he gonna have to start doing is, he's gonna have to, I guess, for the time that they are there, Paul Young can keep her as long as he wants to, appointed positions. You work at the will of the mayor. So I guess the mayor is going to be there for 4 years. Maybe he want to keep CJ Davis for 4 years. So maybe CJ Davis want to keep her assistant chief for 4 years. So at the very most, he might be there for 4 years. They can't make him sell his house, so he needs to stop voting in Atlanta. Meanwhile, what they gonna do about crime? Because see, that's the bottom line right there. See, I think they get people mind all boggled up with a whole lot of shit that don't even mean nothing. What are they going to do about crime? I'm about tired of them. Okay, I'm about sick of them. Well, all of this stuff, the types of games that they have been playing, as it relates to our people. I was thinking today, I was like, Lord, I wish my dad was alive. My dad, I promise you, my dad would have had all of them for lunch. Okay, he would have been brought them to their knees, as far as the stuff that they're doing. And I really wish that our people just, and I understand people get tied up with working all the time, 2 3 jobs, and that's how they want to keep you like that, so that you don't have time to focus on the main things. When, okay, the politicians that we elect play a big part of the economics, right? My dad used to always say, and this is why I've never said this, and this is why I am deeply into politics now. He says one thing that they always want to keep Black people thinking is, or saying is, I'm not political. I leave the politics to the politicians. My vote don't count. This, and that. He says because they understand whoever controls the politics controls the money. So if they can keep you like that, you're not going to pay attention to the money that's coming into these urban communities. You're not going to check to see how they're allocating those funds. Grove Hero shouldn't have to be one of the only ones in North Memphis that's using his money to try and put nice parks and things of that nature into the North Memphis area, when it's millions of dollars that come in. Your congressmen, your city council, your commissioners, they have funds and stuff to come in. Okay, your senator, they have funds and stuff, especially the Congress. Why aren't they allocating those money that money into their districts, right? They're supposed to be doing stuff like that. They're at least supposed to be really, really, really working with him, right? They should be overly matching whatever he come up with. They supposed to match it two times. Okay, that's just how much money that comes into our community. But what they want to do is keep your mind boggled up, right? With a bunch of nonsense. Why CJ Davis, assistant chief voting in Atlanta? That don't mean a damn thing. What about this crime? Keep the main thing the main thing. And what is the city council doing? Okay, as it relates to their district, have you seen them? That's the bottom line right there. And so I think we're gonna have to start picking our heads up out of the sand. And it's a $1 billion business to keep Black people emotional. My dad used to always say people get rich off of how emotional we are as people, right? Um, that's their come up. Everybody gets rich off of the disadvantage of Black people, right? The disadvantage of Black people. Okay. I know some people probably gonna get mad at me, but y'all know I'm gonna say it. I was listening to, I see how I was, first of all, let me just start with Kamala, okay? The vice president. Is her name Kamala? Kamala, whatever her name is, okay? I found it offensive that Kamala, she nobody, I don't know what her name is. Hell, we don't, what does she do? So Kamala, I'll say, I believe they might say Kamala. Kamala, um, we haven't seen her. They did that Chucks and Pearls. I said, since they did the Chucks and Pearls to get her in, she tricked the Black women, even though she does not identify with being Black, but she can't even pass for white. She ain't even passing. She got too much ethnicity in her. She can't even pass. So I got curious and I went and pulled her dad up. She always said her dad is a Jamaican. And I said, but Jamaican are Black people. Most Jamaicans are Black people, 90% of them, 95, shit. So I went and pulled her dad up, and he's a Black man. And so people go, but Jamaicans don't consider themselves Black. They consider themselves Jamaicans. I said, okay, all right. Okay, you guys, we have not seen her, okay, since they took it. I can't think of his name right now. And they all took advantage of his mother. Okay, you talking about Al Sharpton preaching. He probably hadn't preached, probably never preached a day in his life. You had Kamala at the church. Okay. That's the first time she had came out and since she been there. And Tyree Nichols, it was to take advantage of his mother. That's exactly what happened, y'all. So it was to take advantage of his mother so that they could get camera time, right? It wasn't because they cared about Tyree. So now she's over at a college and they took a promo picture of her pulling out her hot sauce. And I started looking at the comments, and you heard had black women and black folks saying, "Yeah, she us. She one of us. She eating that hot sauce. We gonna vote for her. Yeah, she a black woman." I mean, we know she black, but she don't identify with being black. What's wrong with us? They first of all, I was offended. You get them to take a picture of you pulling out hot sauce and eating your food with hot sauce. That lady ain't never ate no damn soul food a day in her life. Okay? But this is how she panders to the black women and the black people, and we fall for it every time because she had a damn bottle of hot sauce. Now, it was a picture. We don't even know if she ate the hot sauce. Okay? We don't even know if she ate it. Right? But I think that it's a darn shame. Okay? I think that it is a darn shame, what is going on. All of the crime and stuff in Memphis, and these people want to go back and forth about a man, an assistant chief is voting to in Memphis because I mean in Atlanta because Atlanta is 5 hours from Memphis, and you supposed to only live 2 hours outside of Memphis. I mean, that's to me, it's just that's lunacy. That's crazy. When there are bigger fish to fry, y'all. There are bigger fish to fry. Okay. And I also wanted to talk about, what does justice look like? What does justice for Youngdolph look like? Okay. Now we'll get back to CJ Davis, but I wanted to talk about that. What does justice for Youngdolph look like? You know, um, you hear a lot of people say a whole lot of different things. And I think people tend to get impatient because, as I always say, all of the pieces to the puzzle has not been put out there. And I know a lot of people become very accusatory as it relates to the cookie shop, right? The cookie shop is where he was assassinated. Of course, we know that. Um, you've never heard me accuse the cookie people, the cookie shop, because I have not heard anybody credible say that the cookie shop was involved. Not one time. Not one time have I heard anybody credible say that the cookie shop was involved. So what does justice look like for him? Because we get to looking at the people that they have arrested, the people that are out on bond, people that he may have had some issues with, right? A record label that he had issues with. So what does justice look like? You know, what does it look like? Because when people start saying, and this is just in my opinion, well, justice to somebody else might look a certain way, but justice to me looks another way, right? Because you have people that don't even believe that that straight dropping Cornelius was, they feel like they got the wrong people, and they have a right to believe that. But me myself, I believe that they have two of the right people. They don't have everybody, but I do believe that they have two of the right people, and I do believe that they were the shooters, right? So that's what I say. What does justice for him look like? When I start thinking about what justice for him look like, I've always spoken about, since I've been on the scene, about the roots of a tree. Okay. And I always said this from day one, okay, 3 years ago. Straight drop in them, even though they were the hitters, they are the limbs of the tree. And it's not, it would be an injustice for it to stop at straight drop and Cornelius and Orange Mountain Quet and whoever else, okay, they got down there. It would be an injustice for it to stop at them because they're just the limbs of the tree. Orange Mountain Quet might be the branch, but straight dropping them are definitely the limbs. So if Orange Mountain is the branch and straight dropping them are the limbs, that means you still got the trunk of the tree and the root of the tree, which is the problem. The trunk of the tree normally holds up everything else, maybe like the enforcer or something. But then even with the trunk of the tree, that still would be an injustice. The only, to me, justice for Youngdolph looks like digging at the root of the tree, and that is whoever conceived the idea and decided that he had to go. That's it, and that's all, right? Whoever conceived that idea and okayed that idea, right? Because somebody wanted them gone. And so I know people go back and forth about, well, I feel like it was Juke and Gotti didn't have anything to do with it. Well, I feel like Juke was involved. Well, not feel like he was involved, but Juke wasn't the only one that was involved. I'm starting to hear more people speak more about him now, being involved, even though everybody already knew since his death. But it was already understood that he was not the only person. Juke could not have just made that decision by himself. It was other people upholding him on that and was in agreement with it and was involved with it, right? So when I think about justice, I think about chopping at the trunk of the tree. Unfortunately for young Juke, or for Big Juke, he lost his life. I didn't want to see Big Juke lose his life. I didn't like that at all. I like to see people serve out their justice. I mean, I like to see people serve out their time and stuff. I didn't like about them killing him like that. Just like I didn't like how they did Youngdolph, right? Um, but it's still other people. It don't just end there. And I think that's why I did that video earlier, because I had been seeing people put into my comments and stuff. Well, Tam, Juke, Queta's gonna blame everything on Juke. Well, you have to understand, I'm still waiting to find out, laugh out loud. He said 7 people should get locked up. 7 people should get locked up. I'm gonna tell you how many people. Let's see. Big Juke is no longer here. 1, 2, 3. Maybe 5, but 3 for sure. 1, 2, 3, and I'm not counting Juke. I'm still waiting for who green lighted the assassination. Absolutely, who green lighted the assassination? It would have had to be somebody over Juke. Who's over Juke? You type 7 like you knew who the 7 are, Rudy. Rudy, you know who the 7? Rudy, who are the 7? Come on, tell us. Tell us who the 7 is, Rudy. Because he did say 7. Who are the 7? I would say definitely 3. As far as I'm concerned, it's about 5, but definitely 3. More. A lot of people talk about Teazy. Do I feel like Teazy was involved in Youngdolph's assassination? Of course he was. I think Teazy took the position. I think Teazy was one of the branches of the tree. I think he and Orange Mountain had the same role. I think they had the same role, as it relates to that it was brought to them. I mean, that's just, it was brought to them, and they got the other people together. So when people were saying they thought Teazy or Orange Mountain was out there, they might have been out there, but they weren't out there shooting. Mm-mm. The ones that was out there shooting is in that jail. Rudy must have left. Rudy, you done left? Rudy must got some information. It might be. Let's see. I don't know, y'all. Y'all know somebody told me that I be forgetting stuff. Now I don't know if it's true now. Somebody told me, let me tell y'all something. I knew it was weird when maybe I should put that in my members. I haven't done a members. I guess I need to do a members. Cause see, I get to thinking about stuff. People tell me stuff all the time. I forget because I have y'all know I be busy, and then it come back to me later on. My kids always telling me, "Mama, write down everything because you got Alzheimer's." I forget. Disbursement of funds and gathering of haters. I probably need to write it down before I forget again. Hell. They say give us some tea time. Listen, I was talking to somebody tonight. I didn't get a chance. I didn't talk to him long, but Teazy and Govan Rose. Yeah, I think Teazy. I think they went to Teazy and Govan and asked if they had some little hitters. They knew some little hitters, and I think they came together on one accord about uh, getting the people that went and took him out. That's what I think. Yeah, I think Jook went to Teasy and Orange Man quit and asked if they had somebody to do a lick for him. Yeah, because remember now, Teasy was. Do you think that Govan is the one that collected the money and gave everybody their portion? Um, I don't think he was the only one. I don't think he was the only one. It was too much money. I think Teasy had quite a bit of that money too, because when them folks went up in Teasy house, they found him a lot of that money. I think it was 300 or 400,000. To me, that's that would be illegal because Teasy. I don't know. I can't remember if they even gave Teasy that money back because if you don't have a legitimacy as it relates to having that type of money in your house, they will take it from you and go take it on over there. The Crime Stoppers. That's the money that we was giving out when I was working over there. Them mothers used to be calling, and I mean they would be begging. But hey, I guess I'm not mad at them. No, that's my money. That's my money, ma'am. The OCU officers would be saying, "Ma'am, what you doing with 50, 60, 70, 80, $90,000 in your house? Where you work at?" Um, I work at Sam's Club. You work at Sam's Club? Yeah, I work at Sam's Club. Them drug boys was getting a lot of money. Crime Stoppers got a whole lot of money because it's a nonprofit that they give out because they get their money off of them drug boys and give it out. They have rich people to donate to Crime Stoppers, but the majority of their money comes from when they bust those drug boys. You know, they have a lot of money, and they cannot um they don't they cannot give them a legitimate reason why they got that kind of money, because they'll give it back, you know, if they can. But there have been a lot of them that can't. You talking about you got $2-3 million in your house, and then they find the drugs in there too. You're not gonna get your money back. It's unfortunate because a lot of them, it's wrong though. You, I guess, you know, a lot of them boys end up losing their lives and stuff when, because it oftentimes it ain't even their money. So it's just best not to be in that lifestyle anyways. It leads to grief. What's up, rest in peace, young Dolph? But I believe the money was given to Orange Mountain Quit and Teazy. They must didn't get Teazy his back, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Remember the girl that Teazy was messing with? She said Teazy didn't have nothing. She bought him everything. She said when she was messing with him, the last days of his life, wasn't nobody messing with him, and he didn't have nothing. She was providing everything, so he ain't have nothing. So he didn't get that money back. Probably who I'm being funny right now. Who probably whoever it was that told on them got some of his shit. They pay their informants. Um, and it's unfortunate. So what does justice for young Dolph look like? Yes, she did a lot of lives on Instagram talking about that. Yeah, she talked about that. She said when nobody messing with T. Look, I looked at Teazy's stuff. That's, you know, a lot of those little dudes that claim that they, you know, they love Teazy. She said when nobody messing with him. Them dudes were messing with him, according to her. I just find it weird because the young lady did say, and I don't talk about Teaser a whole lot, because one thing I do know is that you don't hear any updates, when you don't hear any updates on a case and they've been real quiet about it, especially when it's tied into a big case like Young Dolph, it's always like a boom. So something is going on. Something is going on. I don't know what it is. Okay. But that's why I don't talk about it really. But hey, I will say this. And this is just me. Nobody's told me this. Okay, this is just me thinking out loud. You know, I think about the young lady said that Teazy. Then he FaceTimed her. He FaceTimed her, and he was out there over there by that church, right, to prove to her that that he was over there. Now that's what she said. So he FaceTimed her to prove to her that he was over there. So why was he sitting over there? Was he sitting there waiting on somebody? I tend to believe he was sitting there waiting on somebody. Teasing them had did so much dirt. He rode around with like a Pooh Shiesty mask on, right? Not unless they already knew the type of, you know, he was driving her car, they claim. They knew what kind of car she drove. I tend to believe he was sitting there waiting on somebody. And my theory would be he was sitting there waiting on somebody. He knew who it was when they pulled up on him. It was just an ambush. You know what I mean? That's what I think. He well, when they rode up on him, they didn't say nothing to him. It was a shock. They just pulled out the weapon and popped him. They said he probably wanted her to know where he was at just in case something happened. That could be true. What y'all think happened to Teazy? What y'all think happened to Teazy? He probably wanted her to know where he was at. Someone he knew took him out. I think so too. Where Teazy was taken out at, that was their territory. I don't think none of his so-called opposition or ops or whatever would be riding around in their territory. They would have waited to catch him out of his territory. That's usually how that goes. Because you go into their territory, they liable to pop you up. So the young lady herself said that he FaceTimed her to show her, to prove to her that he was where he say he was at while he was just sitting there. So I mean, when you just sitting somewhere in the car, you waiting on somebody, ain't you? So once they popped him, he didn't have the car in park. He didn't have the car in park because it rolled, right? So that means that he didn't have it in park. Maybe he had his foot on the brake or something. But when they hit him, he took it out of park and started trying to run. But they popped him up in the face, so that would have taken him out immediately, right? Yeah. So I don't think it was nobody that was sitting in the car with him. They rolled up on him. Whoever he was waiting on, and this is just my theory, rolled up on him and surprised him. They said at least wait until Dolph case is over before getting another police chief. Yeah, right now they just trying to kick up. They just trying to stay in the media. I think the promise of money got him out of there. Got him out there. I bet that's what it was. You're right. Positive vibes. Some people said that they felt like he was telling on straight drop. I don't believe he was telling on straight drop. I believe he was telling on somebody, but I don't think it was straight drop. She has stepped her game up. CJ got the money needed and the manpower to start cleaning up Memphis. Yeah. It makes me think that the politicians don't really want, and it's the black ones. It's the damn cuckabug heads. I told y'all they be the ones. They listen. They have people to support them and fund their campaigns, and they tell them once you get there, this is what we want. Crime pays. My son, I'm a lawyer. My son is a lawyer. I got these products. I sit on the board of directors for this, and that. Make sure you push those ankle monitors, all that kind of crap. That's what they do. They sell out. That's why I say there has to be some repercussions. They don't want crime. They don't want for her to clean up crime because the people that has bought and paid for them don't want it cleaned up. That's the reason why I say these damn Negroes, these damn handkerchief head Negroes that take money and sell out the community, the repercussions for them got to be way harder. Because everybody does it. Everybody takes advantage of the black community because we let them. But it's a darn shame for black people who have come out of these neighborhoods and saw their mothers and grandmothers struggle and stuff. And they get their asses in office and sell out. That's what pisses me off. Don't have no qualms about doing it. They don't 201 is the biggest money maker in the city. Mm-hmm. Sure is. Hey Tracy. What's up, Cypress? Rest in peace, young dog. Is rest in peace, young dog still up in here? You all make sure y'all hit the like button. Mm. So you all, what does justice look like for you, for young Dolph? What do you all think that I'm gonna open up the lines? I want y'all to call in and tell me what does justice look like for you all. Okay, what when I say what does it look like, who do you all want? Who do you all feel like was involved, and who do y'all want to see get arrested? What is my once y'all start ringing the phones? The number is up there 615-854-7509. Y'all, I'm trying to see where my phone is. That particular phone shit. Oh, okay, I know what I did. Because I was getting ready to get out. Um, he says, Tamara, people think they sell out once they get in position. No, already been agreed upon before they even get the position. I agree. With, oh Lord, um, Cypress. No, that was not justice. That wasn't justice at all. So Cypress, do you feel like straight dropping Cornelius was involved, or you do you feel like straight dropping Cornelius was involved? Miss T, the fix is in Ray Charles can see. I think Govan will connect the dots right to Gotti. A lot of people are working with the feds in the background. We just don't know about it. Right. Mm-hmm. He says yes, but I feel like they involved. Mm. Well, somebody told me that Govan was in somebody's chat. Now it could have been a fake Govan because y'all know they make fake pages. Listen, I got so tickled. I was looking at Stan G the other night, and Stan G was talking about Govan. I believe he said Govan or Juke. I can't remember verbatim, but something about the people kicked in Govan's door 3 times or something. They went to his house 3 times before he was, taken into custody. And supposedly the feds got Juke in Florida. Now I don't know. Now I know he's telling the truth about Govan about that. But now I don't know. I don't know if I remember anybody telling me about Juke was got in Florida. I don't know. I don't remember that. But but I'm gonna tell you what tickled me. Stan G was reading from he was reading some notes. I said, Lord, Stan G reading from some notes. That means he wanted to remember. Somebody was telling him, and he was writing it down. I said, now I wonder who Stan G talking to, because he sure talking to somebody. I got so tickled. I kind of believe. I don't know though. I don't know. What came to my mind was Govan, but I don't know. I can't prove that. So, but that's just what came to my mind. Um, with the technology of today, law enforcement know and see everything. Nothing can be taken off the internet. It stays in the cloud. Yeah, nothing can be taken off. Nothing can. Nothing. It ain't even no need. I guess, but if you do something, it ain't no need in trying to delete it. Mm-hmm. He says he's talking to Quit. I mean, he was telling the truth about that. Now, I never heard that about. I don't know about that situation about Juke being in Florida. Now, I don't know about that. It could be true. Depending on who he was talking to, it might be. If they told him that about Quit, and I know that was true, then more than likely that's true too. I had never heard it. Just leave you better believe it, because a lot of people would never be in boss position without this complicated solution. And also remember, it's not that people can't stand each other. They no longer. Hmm. Yeah, hit the like button for me. Oh Lord, somebody said they get worried about me because I keep saying I can't remember nothing. I do forget. They said I sound like Lil Woody. I do forget. I will forget. And it's easy to forget, especially because y'all know I be talking to people all day. You see how they was watching Stupid Dude. A city camera was used to record him. Easy work for the feds. Yeah. Do y'all think it's gonna get crazy again around the time the trial start? Y'all heard what Captain Cobb said. He think it's gonna be some more bodies to drop. Child, Cypress a piece of work. I think it will be too. I hope it don't be. Um, I think I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. This is just me. I think they're gonna have to find, because there are ways that people can. I think that they can still do that. Witnesses, see, like secret witnesses that testify and stuff. Um, I mean, I thought that it was a way that they could hide themselves and do like a video. Sometimes they can if the person is really in fear of their life. We said, "Child, Cypress is a piece of work." Cypress do not want to blame Yo Gotti at all for nothing. Cypress, why Yo Gotti let Angela go up in there with that handgun purse? She said she thought that it was a fashion statement. I wonder why she think that. Mm-hmm. He said she was just practicing. Mm, he's stupid too. He just lost a brother to gun violence, and he thought it was funny. Why on earth would he ever want her to do that? Both of them goofy to me. He gonna get pumpkin. She gonna get pumpkin head knocked off playing game. He sure got a pumpkin head. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. But y'all, what do justice for young Dolph look like? What does justice for him look like? I'm trying to see if Pumpkinhead. Oh, he posted. Oh Lord Jesus. I see they back promoting 42 Doug. I told y'all once Juke was gone, it's gonna clear Gotti. Cypress, what makes you think that? It can't clear him if he was involved. Real lives have been affected. Yeah, because I was looking at Mia J's page earlier. She was posting Happy 4th of July and Justice for Youngdolph. See, they just getting ready to go through this stuff. So, you know, um, it's it's not gonna be easy for them, right? Because they gotta sit in that courtroom, they gotta listen to all of the evidence, they gotta look at the video, you know. That's not gonna be hard for them. Anybody will be ready to get that over with, to get it started and get at least that part over with, because that's just the beginning. And I'm sure she know that. He said he wasn't involved. Juke was the boss. So you saying Juke was the boss of Gotti? So Gotti is not actually over CMG? Hey Tracy.
Hey, happy 4th of July.
The same to you.
Well, you knew you was going to keep on call me, right?
I know it. I knew you was gonna call.
You knew it. I knew you knew that in your spirit. So here we go. So you got what you want. See, God blessing all the time.
I know it.
But baby, they be knowing that. That's part of the deal. You gonna say this, you gonna do that. They don't get mad at the people. They get mad because they what? They not meeting each other's what? Expectations anymore.
Right.
So that's why they get mad. So I and no. That stuff all leading back to God. if you notice everything I said, now you start to see what paper trails of it. Told you.
What with Gotti?
It's called it's going back to Gotti. Do I ever think Dolph will ever get full justice? No, I don't.
Why you don't think he can get full justice?
Because it's all tampered. You got tampering from the police. You got tampering from, I believe, people in prison. All them ain't squeaky clean. Then you got, it's just too many moving people. Then you got people that came up dead because of the situation.
So who do you think? Do you think Teazy's situation was tied to this?
I think who? Oh yes. Juke's situation tied to it. All of them are tied to it. And then you got to think about it. Here's the thing. When I was in school, we did this exercise, right? The teacher said on one end of the class, he said the core was black and pink. On the other end, he said the core was yellow and white. By the time it got to the middle, it wasn't even a car no more. It was a truck. And it was orange, white, yellow, and pink. So what I'm telling you, people manipulate the scene. They manipulate the story. You're going to have to just what? Wait until trial time. Yeah. And some of that, don't be about 10% of that, 20%, you ain't going to be able to believe that. Just because people are in court and they put their hand on the Bible, that don't mean they won't lie. But you got to realize some people are atheists.
Do you think that Orange Barraquette is going to give up everything?
Oh, I since they putting the heat on him, yes, ma'am. He gonna start talking. Because if not, Orange Barraquette may end up with what? Life in the pen or what?
60 years. He might end up with more if they consider him the mastermind.
Yes. He might end up with what? That neither is on. So it's gonna be real interesting. And I'm telling you something. If they don't do something about the judge, people already starting to say that the deck is stacked. You know what that means?
What?
When they're saying that the deck is stacked, that means that the case already been bought and paid for.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no way with that man having the record that he has, you already had stalking charge. Why would you give him? Because when the other judge had him, he didn't give him no time to be out working. No time for him to get what? You know, other crimes. Now you did it and still just what? Still just record, so could nobody know. So don't know that look like.
Lord have mercy.
We as Americans, when it don't look like, what we do? We examine it or we what? Make our own conclusion.
Well, we still got the trial.
The trial is coming up.
Right. The trial is coming up. So one thing for sure, a lot more stuff is going to come out.
That's right.
A lot of the pieces that people think have been missing, you know, they can't put it all out at this point.
That's right, because you got to try, and then all that can do is what? Make people tamper with it, you know, start digging in it and messing up from now.
And then witnesses start. Now, Cypress said he think Jeremiah. Cypress said he think. They said he think. Cypress said he think Jeremiah Taylor is tied to it.
They say you're gonna be shocked at the people that are tied and where they intersected.
Well, you know who Jeremiah Taylor is, don't you?
Who is that?
That's the guy who was cleaning up the mural.
I don't think so.
You don't think that the people that was tied to the Youngdolph's case took him out?
Yeah, I think they took him out because they thought he knew something. I don't think they knew nothing. He was just a Youngdolph fan, and I don't think he knew nothing. I think they just wasted his life for nothing. That's what I think. What you think?
Yeah, I can. I believe that it was side to that. I do.
I don't believe he knew no more than what we knew. You know, at that time, I just think they wasted his life and his talent. You know, but like I say, but they say it's gonna be some twists and turns and some shockers. So I'm definitely gonna be tuned in. Now here you go, Yo Gotti. Now they talking about your president getting ready to step down.
Mm.
He needs to. He can't remember nothing. He can't, baby. That part is over with. That's you know, he can't remember nothing.
Now that's why I got to stop saying I forgot because I don't want to be like him. Shit.
Right. You better stop that shit down. You better get you some vitamins for that shit. Now, come on now, down. Get some going, baby. You don't want to be out sweating now. And then the picture they showed is hair all over his head. I said, oh, Lord. I said, they got to stop this shit now.
I was just embarrassed when he was. They said something. You know, Trump made a point about what has been happening since he started. Then people over here. You can't understand a damn thing you say.
That's what I'm trying. And he don't remember what the hell he said, so we can't go back over. He don't know. He has nothing to say about this. And then, okay, on one thing he's saying he's gonna step down. On the other, he's saying he ain't doing nothing. I said, yeah, you got that nothing right. You got that board right, my guy.
At this point, it's almost like it's elderly abuse. Who's making him stay there? That's elderly abuse because I mean,
remember, they want to sue his wife for that because she came. But how she gonna make him do something? They want to sue her. They want to sue Jill Biden for that. For elderly neglect and abuse. He standing up there talking shit and can't remember what he's saying. I support it.
Lord have mercy.
Who does it? Only in America. That they don't leave him out, and then he looked back there at the vice president. She said, Joe, remember you were saying, you got it, Joe. You got it. He got what? Nothing. He can't remember what he's saying, baby.
And you can tell he's sick by the way his eyes were stretched. You know when somebody's sick and they on medicine by the way their eyes stretched.
He's sick. He don't walk. And so they said, well, the vice president will be the one running on the ballot. They want Michelle, so she don't want to pour that shit. He good on that. One president out. Yeah, that shit. He good. He cool. Because they say she the only one who can win against Trump. She good. She ain't got time for it. She out of there. She ain't time for that shit. We in wars all over the what? No, she cool.
Because one thing we do know is Biden is not running the White House. He's not running, the affairs. Because he can't, somebody else is running it, and they running it in the ground because he can't. He does not have the mental capacity.
Since he been in there, if you remember, he had the same cabinet as who when he was in office? Obama. See, ain't everybody skipping the wall there, and then you think they can get back in there now again so they can tell that ain't you crazy? You got away with murder the first time. You think he coming back? Oh, baby,
why you think God and them keep going to that White House?
That's who's delivering the damn cocaine for his son. And he thought he had him an ace in the hole, baby. He could get paid, baby. You ain't finna get shit. But the jail time, because Biden ain't finna be in there, honey, Donnie. That's why his son keeps saying, Dad. Because they keep saying it. Look on YouTube, y'all. They keep showing it. He keeps talking about, Dad, they was at Morocco. Dad, you can do need to pull out the hole, let the water go down and drain. It's over. You finna get all the years your ass supposed to get the cokehead ass. And Mr. Bobblehead, you can keep your ass up there now, honey. Gorilla, you ain't got to do the pee popping on the porches up there now. Does you no good. It's over with. Find you another way. Keep your ass in Bolivia, wherever you at. Don't come back over this shit. That's why he's taking his ass up there. I said, boy, they must think we crazy. You instead of going up and the first time you wish you had money bag, you're with you. Then you go back by yourself. This boy done got busted for having a kilo of, you have a kilo of coke and see what they do to you. Shit. They getting up with a hand slapping. A fine. But you in the White House, it's back in your quarter. You the man girlfriend. Poppy baby.
I think they constantly go into the White House. I think it's just a promo thing, trying to make people think that they got it like that.
Baby, that's so they can get pardoned. Because, see, he could have got pardoned. And that's so they can go. How else does the man give a kilo of coke, baby? And what you do? Cocaine music factory, right? Or am I crazy? Oh, I thought I was right. And wait a minute. Where did your brother get killed? Who funeral did y'all went to? The big what? Oh, okay then. I knew I was right. Ain't no such thing as coincidence, baby.
They said God is trying to get a future federal pardon.
Yes, Lord. Because his ass going down like a motherfucking submarine with air holes in. But you can't get that now, cause your boy, who is your boy? He can't remember.
I was going to say, I don't know who they were talking, because I think Biden been like that for a while now.
Well, see, the thing about it, he wasn't as bad as he was, but see, with all that pressure, you doing wrong, you lying to the American people. You ain't did shit you said you were going to do since you've been in the White House. Because you had no what? No intentions on it. See, I'm a God-fearing person, and I'm a God child. You can't mess with me and expect God not to get his revenge on. I'm just saying. That's how my God works, my love. So, and I'm not saying I'm the only person in this world. It's a whole lot of us there. So, you just messed up. And you ain't did nothing to try to correct it. And I don't want to hear it. You can remember. And then you gonna come talk, and everything sky high, groceries sky high. Gas starting to go up. You can't win. How can you win, baby? I'm gonna probably do me a reel today. Now get this, y'all. I bought some organic watermelon from Walmart on the bird, y'all. When they delivered it, it say it go bad after the 5th. The same, it was in one of them containers, right? It was a whole chunk. Why I got ready to eat some of that watermelon today? Why I got to throw the watermelon away, y'all? The same chunk, one part of it already spoiled, y'all.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm going to probably do a reel today on IG. That's sad.
They said they can't vote for Trump. Some of them said they can't vote for Trump. But my point is, they was going to the White House. I don't even think they was seeing Trump. Trump don't know them people. So when they was talking about, he sent a letter to from the White House.
Oh, he went. No. You say Biden. You mean Biden? No.
I mean Biden.
He sent the letter for Jew funeral.
Yeah, he didn't write it.
I know he didn't, but it just the point is, it came from the White House people. And that girl got pictures of. In order to come to the White House, you have to be invited to get some type of pictures. She all up behind the ropes doing the booty dance. That's ridiculous. They show you finally got invited somewhere and you have what? Ignorant.
Right. I tell you.
That's all they show. Now you finally got out the box, and here you go. You're supposed to take advantage of that. You're supposed to say, hey, Mr. President, let me write it down. These are some of the things that we need corrected. See? But did you do that? See? Because you're not like-minded like that. That was for what it was. A pick out, make sure they got their sticks. That's what it was for.
I tell you.
Shame.
I tell you.
See, but when you get an opportunity like that, you're supposed to what? Dive in on it, baby. Let me get invited to the White House and see how many laws I'm studying. They're gonna be like, Miss Tracy L. Wilson was here, and baby, she got a lot of ideas to make brown-skinned American dumb.
So
I didn't know it was that bad.
So let me ask you this: what does justice for Youngdolph look like for you? What do you think it's going to take for him to get total justice?
I need them to go all the way back to the beginning. Go back, examine them cases where they were shooting at him, with them hunting shots. Go back. I want to know where everybody was that day when he got shot.
Okay.
I want to know what they was doing. I want everybody's alibi. And let's start from them. Let's start from the complaint Youngdolph put in against Mississippi police. I want them examined. Otherwise, I want all the kids on the board.
They said the feds been watching Gotti for close to 20 years, and you think they have nothing?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I want him on the yard, and I want to know. Listen, I want to know what you was doing that day, where you were. If you ain't got no alibi, then guess what you need to be? Exactly. And I ain't taking no for what? An ounce. That chief down, that chief of police y'all got Davis. She need to go too, because she ain't on. She ain't on. My mama did not accept ain't no such thing. What is real, what doesn't what. Right. And my God does provide.
This is change the DA, judge, and others in that court system. Okay.
See, all of them needs to be investigated. Because somewhere, somebody gonna drop the ball. Mm-hmm. Because you telling me, at first I remember it was 333 pages. Now it's up in the thousands.
Oh, wow.
The need between all of that.
Cypher said they don't have nothing on Gotti.
Ain't nobody going back and forth beside you getting locked up. We'll see.
Be quiet, Remy. Yeah, we'll see, because Cypress don't want to accept that this man perpetuated this stuff.
Right. Yeah, Remy, I said, hey, that's what it is. I didn't speak. I'm sorry. He's sorry. Tell him what I said.
You said what now? I didn't hear it.
I mean, what I said so she can stop. He said hi. I'm sorry.
Oh, you talk about the dog?
Yeah, Remy, I said hi. He said hi.
Remy, Teazy said hi.
So she can stop. I messed that shit up. And you just let me went on wrong. Didn't even stop me. They just like children. They don't play this shit. I don't blame them. But no, Cypress don't want him to be wrong, but that's the way it is when you're a fan. You can't see the facts.
They said that Rock Nation check made them drop the ball.
Yep, Jay-Z in it. That's why they all wearing that. That's why they all wearing that stuff from the Bad Culture or whatever the name of the other one. That's why they all wearing that and killing people. He sent his ass up there, big nose ass.
He said, "Have you paid attention to Project 2025 and what are your thoughts about it?"
What is Project 2025? What is it?
Damien, explain more to me. I haven't paid attention to Project 2025.
Yeah, it's a both on y'all.
They said Quet should have never gotten a bond. That's when I knew something was fishy.
No, he shouldn't have never got a bond that low. $9,000 and you a damn mastermind. And your daughter was what? A kingpin in the streets, and she killed up a lot of people too. So shouldn't have. That is facts, that baby. But they don't switch lawyers to things.
Oh, Lord.
Now, what's the rest of it they say about that? What's the rest of it they say about Project 2025?
I'm reading in my chat. Oh my God. People in my chat are terrible. Not everybody, Lord. They come in, they is something else. They something else. They said Cypress said Rock Nation. What did Cypress say about Rock Nation? I missed it. They said Cypress ain't nobody going back and forth with you, man.
Told you. I should for sure ain't. His ass don't like the bottom of the jail and they goddamn big head motherfucker. He going. Don't worry. Cypress don't see him on TV going to jail too. Don't worry about it.
Cypress call in. Cypress call in.
Yeah, I'm finna hang up so he can call in so I can get him to chat and tag his ass up. I'm always just like
okay.
Man. But what is the 25? Or tell me what 25 is. What's that? Project 25.
He gonna put it in the chat.
Alright, I'm getting in the chat. I'll be back in check, y'all. Hey, y'all know what? Y'all catch up my girl. $5 Real Talk with Tamara. Okay. My sis from another, she in that Memphis, Tennessee. Hey, I don't want no more bullshit about it, y'all. Hit that number, 615-854-7509. And let's get your view on what's going on. Real Talk with Tamara, my gal. Go with it, sis. Luke, see you in the chat.
Okay, huh? Right. All right, Cypress, call in. Shout out to Tracy Williford. Cypress called in. Cypress, I believe Cypress done got scared to call in. He'll call in every now and again. It said the lines are open to call in Real Talk with Tamara. Yeah, y'all call in. The Cypress probably went back in the bushes or trying to act like he don't hear us. Yeah, thank you for calling in, Tracy. So do you all have to go back? I'm sure y'all don't. Do y'all got to go back to work tomorrow?
Cypress TV.
What's up, Cypress?
What's going on?
So why you feel like what made you? I've never heard you talk about Jeremiah Taylor. So what made you say that?
I mean, for those who listen, man, for those of us that pretty much know, we know that all this shit tied into together. Everybody was in cool.
So why they mess with Jeremiah?
I don't know. Maybe they feel like he's changed something.
They probably just got mad at that boy cleaning that mural off. You know, they had gotten terrible. I think some of the ones now you have to think about when Jeremiah, um, a lot of those dudes were still out doing stuff when Jeremiah was taken out.
Right. But see, it was a thing. The way they killed him, they had to do something. They he was from it. Understand from the nature of it. Come on, man. And nobody just. I can't even say it on her, but you get my drill. Because this is how deep it is, but ain't nobody just shot you down like that. They feel like you knew something so stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't like the dead Mirage situation. That ain't what people think it is.
They said, "Speak up, Cypress." They can't hardly hear you.
I said like the dead Mirage situation. That ain't all of what people think it is. It may come up, but it might not.
So, what you think happened with that?
The same thing happened with Jeremiah Taylor.
Oh, okay, you think he was sitting on this porch and they decided they just gonna take him out?
No, I can't really just speak on it too much like that, but no, it's all of this shit connected.
Mm.
And I really hope Stan G don't put himself in a jail for twist.
Why you say that?
Because I knew this was gonna happen. I called this.
You knew what was gonna happen.
That he was gonna get to talking and saying some shit.
Maybe. Well, I don't know.
And listen, they ain't just you think they just you think they just feed him information and could be feeding him information?
You think they just giving him information?
No, I said they ain't just feeding him information just to be doing it.
Why you think they feeding him information?
Because they comfortable with him.
They says Jeremiah Taylor's cousin is on YouTube, and he has said several times that that it didn't have anything to do with the Youngdolph's case. I do believe I heard them say that. I heard it on somebody's channel.
Well, I'm not saying them. I'm saying like all the people that was connected to it's the same MO for the people that's involved in a lot of shit. People that's involved in a lot of shit, put it like that, without saying too much. But yeah, it's like the same MO. It ain't nothing different. It's just the Jeremiah Taylor situation gonna be a little bit more deeper than what people can ask me to talk about. But But yeah, I think they got justice for Dolph.
Well, no, because straight dropping them are still, they got to be tried and all that.
Yeah, I don't see the purpose of this. Stan says possible they might beat this. I don't see it.
No, I don't see it either.
I
Well,
don't see it.
I don't. I hope that I'm sure with him talking to Govan don't know his location or anything like that.
So, man, Wagner, they gonna know
Well, that's true. Wag do know it, don't
yeah, Wagner, everybody gonna know it. Wagner,
it? Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know what it is, y'all. I guess. Listen. I cannot keep my eyes open. I'm gonna get on in the morning. I'm gonna
okay.
do. I'm gonna do an early live in the morning, y'all. Listen, y'all. I can't help it. I'm so tired. It's weird. I think it was because I ate that rice. It's got to be heavy on me, but I'm just tired anyways. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on in the morning. Okay, I appreciate you all getting on with me tonight, but my head them bobbled like 2 or 3 times. I ain't never been this sleepy, other than one other time before, and it's got to be because I ate that rice. But anyways, you guys, I love you guys. I'm gonna give you some rest tonight. Make sure y'all get up when y'all look for me in the morning. I'm gonna be up bright and early. I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna come on in the morning. Okay. I love you
All
guys.
right,
I'll talk with you later.
and we out, man.